Ang buwan ng Marso, International Women's Month. Talakayan natin ang ilan sa mga kinaharap na issue ng kababaihan kasama ang ilan sa mga pinakamagagandang babae sa Pilipinas.
Kasama ba ako dyan, partner?
Of course, kaya ka nandito.
Joke lang.
Kasama natin ngayon sa studio ang mga nanalo sa Binibining Pilipinas 2015.
Nandito po mga kapuso si Miss Universe Philippines 2015, Pia Alonso Wurzbach. Tama ba yung pagkakapronounce ko, Pia?
Tama po.
Alright, great. Binibining Pilipinas International, Janicel Lubina. Kilala ko to si Janicel, na-interview ko na to dati. Tapos, Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, Christy Lynn McGarry. Binibining Pilipinas Supranational, Rogelie Katakutan. First runner-up, Hannah Ruth Sison. At second runner-up, Kim Verlin Suiza. Good morning, girls, and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ang laki ng ngiti ni Howie. Ang dami nakitang magagandang babae.
Kasama ka na ron. Alam mo, yung sa pageant, no, yung Binibining Pilipinas, what was interesting about it for me also was there were officials from the government as judges, no? Who were involved in these very hot, controversial issues at the moment, no? Pero they took time out to be part of this
Secretary
pageant.
Laila de Lima was there.
Justice Secretary Laila de Lima, si General Katapang, si Congresswoman Lenny Robredo. And of course, nagtanong sila ng mga seryosong questions, no? Which of course is probably uppermost in the minds of a lot of viewers. Then yung tungkol sa relevance ng pageant. Ay, gusto kong yun ang unang tanong, no? Ano ba para sa inyo? Ano ba yung relevance ng beauty pageants
ngayon? Bakit importante pa ang beauty pageants right now?
Sa tingin ko po, importante po ngayon because it gives the women a platform to speak up and raise awareness on certain issues. Kasi nga po, ang interesado yung mga tao sa beauty pageant, marami pong nanonood, nakukuha namin yung attention nila, and I think kaya po namin ilabas yung message na gusto namin ilabas since we already have their attention sa pagsasali po sa pageant because it gives us a platform to speak up and they listen.
Ikaw, 3 times ka nang sumali ng Binibining Pilipinas, tama ba?
Opo.
Bakit? I mean, when you lose the first time, why join again and again?
When I joined for the first time, first runner-up po ako noon. And then I did the training already for a while and I decided na sayang naman, so I joined again, which was the one of last year. I made it to top 15. Nag-isip-isip pa po ako kung gusto ko sumali ulit, pero gusto ko po kasi talaga. Kaya sumali po ako ulit for the 3rd time and finally, nakuha ko na po.
O baka may iba pang ano sa tingin nyo, bakit importante ang beauty pageant in this day and age na, well, pag sinabi mo namang magbigay ng mensahe, marami namang iba-ibang platform kung saan ka pwede magbigay ng mensahe, sa social media, nandiyan na yan. Pero bakit beauty pageant yung napili ninyo?
Yes. Beauty pageants po kasi, come to think of it, it's a beautiful collaboration of people talaga, from men and women, na from the production staff and BPCI, and the government officials as well, yung mga sumusuporta po sa amin. And then, isipin niyo po, yung father ko, I never thought that he would watch a beauty pageant ever until I joined.
Of course, kasali ka.
Opo, yung mga ganung scenario na, ay, pwede palang manood yung ibang tao ng beauty pageants, yung kahit hindi avid fan, pero nai-inspire sila manood kasi kasali kami.
And speaking of inspiration, si Janicel ang isa sa mga very inspiring candidates dito sa yung Binibining Pilipinas pageant na ito dahil ikaw na-interview na kita dati,
Yes,
dati kang kasambahay. Palawan nga ba?
Yes, I'm from Nara, Palawan.
Oo, from Nara, Palawan. Tapos ginamit mo itong experience mo from the past.
Yes po.
Para
Ginamit ko yung experience ko from the past para din, parang ginamit ko siya as a motivation and also to inspire other people kasi sobrang parang tuwang-tuwa sila sa akin. Natutuwa sila sa kwento ko, parang hindi sila makapaniwala kasi hindi naman lahat ng katulad ko nabibigyan ng opportunity to be here. So, thankful din sa mga tao sa paligid ko kasi talagang tinulungan talaga nila ako para maabot kung anong meron ako ngayon.
So you're from a small town sa Palawan, no?
Yes
yung
po.
Nara. Alam ko malapit lang yun sa Puerto Princesa. But you actually worked in someone else's household.
Yes po, kasi yung mom ko, since dalaga pa lang siya, maid na siya. And then yung naging boss niya, is same lang kami, naging boss ko rin. So, kasi lumipunta siya ng Manila eh. So, that's why ako yung pumalit sa kanya sa province. And while doing that, ako yung parang mommy ng mga kapatid ko, 3 yung brother ko. So yun, ako yung nag-aalaga sa kanila habang nagtatrabaho.
Pero yun nga,
nag-aaral.
Yung mga beauty pageant, time and again, simula nung dati pa, lagi na lang yan sinasabi na, lalo na yung mga advocates for women's rights, yung mga feminists, sinasabi nila na parang hindi daw nito ina-uplift ang kababaihan kasi parang tinitingnan ang mga kababaihan as objects. You know, yung ganitong klaseng comment, nagre-recur ito every time there is a beauty pageant. Pero kayo, you still joined, and ano ang views ninyo regarding this?
Yeah, Christy.
Well, I think beauty is something that's very subjective, and this has been a problem within beauty pageants for generations. People thinking that we're objectifying women
Right.
as opposed to appreciating them. But for us, I think it's a celebration of women and a chance for us to show that even if we are beautiful, we can still be empowered and still be intelligent and still use our voice as a platform to reach the masses and inspire. I think that's our main motivation for beauty pageants.
I guess it's a chance
Very
to
well
surprise that you don't fit the stereotype.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
All right. Okay. So ito, tanungin natin our partner kasi sabi nila yung question and answer portion, yun nga ba talagang pinakamahirap?
Kasi yung iba pwede yung practicein, no? Yung lahat ng mga ibang categories. Pero itong question and answer, you really had no
Ano ba
idea.
yan? Do you undergo a training para, meron bang technique yan kung paano dapat sagutin?
Actually, meron pong training for that. Pero depende rin po sa babae kung yung training niya, ginagawa talaga niya. Kagaya namin, whenever we have our times together na wala kami ginagawa, yun, we actually ask each other answers or questions. At tapos, finifish namin yung mga answers nila para magamit namin naman. But just in time.
I'm sure
for
kasi may
the
mga
pageant.
generic questions talaga na marinig mo
naman.
paulit-ulit in different variations.
Meron din pong isang tanong, ay isang sagot, pero po di siya sa lahat ng tanong. May mga
Ay, may ganon?
May ganon po.
Alamin
pero
ko nga
ganun po
yan.
siya, parang generic lang. Hindi naman po ibig sabihin na hindi na kami nag-iisip, pero parang it's a way for us to really put something in our mind. Tapos yun na lang po, pag answer na namin, doon namin nilalagyan ng mga magagandang mga words, ganyan po.
At least may sigurado kang
May sagot
coherent
na sagot,
answer,
pero hindi
no?
kang papahiya talaga. Kaya we're very happy naman. Yun yung nakuha sa top 15, all of us answered really well. Yun yung nakaka-proud talaga sa batch namin po.
And sometimes yung pinaka-memorable na aspeto talaga ng the memorable beauty contest in the past, yung question and answer talaga yung sagot, no? Halimbawa, yung sagot ni Gloria Diaz noon, yung sagot ni Melanie Marquez. You know, you still remember these, no? Yung si Venus Raj, you remember that part, no? More than even the swimsuit competition. Kasi doon talaga nagkakaiba-iba, no? Yung performance ng mga contestants.
Ikaw, Hannah, what was your experience? How was your experience dun sa question and answer portion?
Ang natanong po sa akin, yung tinanong niyo po kanina, anong relevance ng beauty pageant sa ano. It's also, medyo pang ilang beses ko na rin po kasi matry. So parang, hindi na ako ganun kakabado kasi
Alright.
alam ko na yung feeling. So nung natanong ako, nakaisip na ako agad and syempre minsan blackout po. Pero dahil
happens
po
to everyone, di
It
ba?
happens to everyone. I mean, kahit sabihin yung confident ka at sanay ka na, minsan pagdating doon at on the spot ka na tanong, extemporaneous parang blackout ka rin. Pero dahil nasanay ka, nag-practice ka, nag-training ka ng quick thinking. So,
Kailangan ba
pagdating
talaga
doon,
English yung sagot? Kasi minsan mas nakaka-blackout kapag hindi mo first language yung
as
gagamitin
much as
mo.
possible kasi po, 'di ba yung ibang judges po English speaking, foreigner. So, para mas maintindihan po nila.
Ako narinig ko yung comment, no? Yung iba sinasabi nila, sana sa mga international pageants, may choice din yung mga Pilipina na sumagot sa sariling wika, no? Kasi yung iba naman may interpreter, di ba? Kahit yung napaka-obscure na country, may dala silang interpreter. Pero minsan, nakita mo yung ibang contestants natin ay hirap sa English, which is not really the native language of many Filipinos. Kaya siguro sana dapat may option. I mean, you agree with that? I mean, kayo, pag sumali kayo, would you have the option of bringing an interpreter to an international pageant? Kung Pilipina kayo.
Siguro po it's about time na siguro for us to let the world hear kung ano po talaga yung wikang Filipino. Para lang po sa akin parang kahit naman po yung babae marunong mag-Ingles, pero mas mabuti na rin po na yung buong mundo alam nila kung ano ba talaga yung wikang Filipino, ano po bang ibig sabihin nun.
Ikaw, Pia?
Nakasanayan na po kasi sa Binibining Pilipinas na English po talaga yung mga tanong at pag lumalaban po sa international pageants, English din po. Siguro po para mapakita natin na marunong tayo magsalita ng English and dahil ang mga questions naman po sa international pageants ay English din. So maybe it's more appropriate to answer in English so they know that we can speak English since it's also considered the universal language. So kung sino man po yung mananalo, malalaman nila na it can be a good spokesperson person kasi kaya po nilang magsalita ng English. I think that's the reason why Binibining Pilipinas is more towards English questions.
Christy.
But on the other hand, like Janine Tagunan said, it was one of her questions and answers during her competition. I don't think it matters what language you speak. It's not a requirement for a Miss Universe or any pageant holder to speak English. If you can deliver it best in your language or in Tagalog, then I think it's best to say it that way, whichever's most comfortable. So you can go both ways.
Yung mensahe naman ng ang importante dito. And speaking of messages, Pia, nagulat kami dun sa sagot mo. Nung tinanong ka ni Congressman Lenny Robredo
tungkol sa internet censorship, you actually mentioned our campaign here sa GMA.
You think before you
you
click.
think before you click. Was that something you already had in mind? How did you think of that answer?
Tulad nga po nung nabanggit ko kanina, 2013 pa lang po sumali na ako, and I was training before then. So I have this Q&A notebook with me that I carry with me all the time, and nandun na po yung question about social media. So may mga bullet points na ako ng mga kailangan kong tandaan, ganyan. And nakalagay po doon, think before you click. So ngayon, nung backstage na, nung nasagot ko na yung tanong, si Kim, sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, campaign ng GMA yun eh. Sabi niya sa akin gano'n. Ako, honestly po, hindi ko po alam. Hindi ko po alam. Although,
now it's universal.
Now that you've mentioned it, and tumatak naman po doon sa mga tao, sa judges, I think that's the reason why. Like I said before, joining a beauty pageant gives us a way to talk to people, at kung ano man yung maging sagot namin sa question and answer, yun yung tatatak sa kanila. So now, tumatak yung think before you click. So I guess it works.
Well, the campaign now belongs to everyone. No? Pero gusto ko I want to bring up yung social media. Nakakadagdag ba sa pressure na, halimbawa, dati, pag magkamali, ang hirap ng balikan. Wala naman record yung bawat viewer. No? Pero ngayon...
YouTube, gano'n.
May YouTube, may Twitter na instant yung reaction. Minsan, di naman totoo yung kinakalat. Or pag nagkamali ka, you're gonna, it becomes immortalized doon sa social media. No? It's a different time now to be a contestant in a pageant. No? Ano sa tingin nyo yung effect ng social media in today's pageants versus yung sa mga nakaraang pageant na wala naman social media? Yeah.
May upside and downside yung pagiging involved ng social media, no? Syempre pag social media ka, mas vast yung reach mo kasi everybody has an access to internet. So maganda siya for marketing, PR purposes, super useful siya, and yung downside lang niya yung mga bashers. So meron din silang easy access.
How do you deal with that?
All of us, pati kami ni Caro, we have to deal with, everyone in the public sphere. No? Kayo, you're already public personality. So, how do you deal with bashers? Also as advice to viewers?
We think about the positive stuff and then work on the negative. I think that's what we all do. And then,
pinapatulan nyo ba yung mga
hindi,
negative tweets?
No.
Okay.
Ako dead ma.
Hindi. Kasi
lang
parang
po.
malalo silang matitrigger na mag-bash pa ng mag-bash. So, we just let them be. And then,
Bibigyan nyo pa ng importansya, di ba?
Yeah, we take into consideration naman minsan yung sinasabi nila eh. Pero siguro we do not dwell on it na lang.
So sineseparate niyo yung medyo seryosong criticism, kahit negative naman, minsan may constructive, di ba? At saka yung just plain hate, di ba? May ganon.
Okay, kanina pinag-usapan natin yung relevance ng beauty pageant. So, para sa inyo, ngayong nanalo na kayo, ano ba yung natural trend ng buhay ng isang beauty queen? Pagkatapos manalo sa isang beauty pageant, where do you go from here? Paano ninyo madadala pa itong sinasabi ninyong relevance at kahalagahan ng beauty pageant later on in your life? Sige, Janicel.
For me naman, I think, kasi since we are public personalities, at saka malawak po yung reach namin, so mas madami pong taong mai-influence namin, mas madami pong taong makikinig as to people na hindi ganun kalawak yung reach. Parang we can use this as an advantage to help and to actually be a voice nga po. Yun.
Ikaw, Janicel. Kasi hindi kasi 'di ba dati sa Palawan parang hindi mo naman I'm sure
Yes.
imagine na
Yes po.
magkakaroon ka ng pagkakataong humarap sa TV, magsalita, humarap sa stage at ngayon nanalo ka na nga sa isang beauty pageant. Pagkatapos ito panalo ka na o
Yes.
ano
Actually,
ano
after
What's
this,
next?
what's next for you?
I want to continue my studying, and also I want to continue my advocacy because before, nung nanalo ako ng Mutya ng Palawan, gumawa ako ng fashion show for a cause. So parang yung benefit na nakuha namin doon, dinonate ko sa school ko ng high school ako, binili namin ng mga chairs and everything. So siguro after this, maraming opportunity na darating. So, marami siguro akong friends na mahihinga ng tulong to do again ng another fashion show. So,
Ang advocacy mo ata ay education,
yes,
di ba?
to give quality education for
Bakit?
everyone, especially to the less privileged children. So, kasi po yung na-experience ko sa school ko dati, before, lagi akong late. Kasi, yun nga-
Nagtatrabaho ka.
Yes, at saka ako kasi yung nag-aasikaso sa mga kapatid. Siyempre, magluluto muna ako. Isa-send ko muna sila sa school. So, ako yung huli. So, hindi kasi ako napapakali pag hindi pa sila nakapunta sa school eh. So parang, alam mo yung parang mother ako. Feeling ko nanay na nanay ako. So yun, pagdating ko sa school, wala akong upuan. Ubus na yung upuan. Sobrang dami kasi namin. That's why yun din yung naisip ko na advocacy para matulungan ko rin yung school ko sa simpleng pamamaraan lang.
Yes, Kiwa.
Bawat babae po kasi, depende po talaga kung ano yung gusto nilang i-pursue after ng reign nila. Meron pong mga iba na bumabalik sa yung normal na buhay nila, bumabalik sa families nila. Meron naman pong iba na nag-showbiz, iba nag-hosting. Depende po kasi talaga. But like I said before, kung nanalo ka man o hindi, win or lose, the true measure of a beauty queen is what she does after the pageant night. So yun po, hindi naman po importante kung tumutulong ka pa rin, ganyan. Siyempre maganda yun na tinutuloy mo yung ginagawa mo. Depende po talaga sa babae. Like, ako naman po, hindi ko naman po masasabi kung anong mangyayari sa amin after our reign. May iba po talaga, iba-ibang mga paths ang pinupuntahan. Pero sana matuloy-tuloy namin dahil sayang naman and andito na kami, so we're just making the most out of
But
it.
certainly, it creates more options for you
Yes.
dahil dito. It opens a lot of doors siguro.
So hindi ito ang end all and be all, yung beauty pageant, winning a crown. Ito yung simula pa lamang. This is a start
yeah,
of
you're
a
also
journey.
young, no? Just beginning life practically.
All right.
All right.
Maraming salamat sa inyo and congratulations, Miss Universe
Good luck.
Philippines
Good luck.
2015, Pia Alonso Wurtzbach, Binibining Pilipinas International Janicel Lubina, Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental Christeline McGarry, Binibining Pilipinas Supranational Rogelie Katakutan, first runner-up Hannah Ruth Sison, at second runner-up Kim Verlin Suiza. Thank you, girls. Thank you.